Welcome to my complex minecart system. This is fairly, complex here. I have a cart incoming switch, which will let me know when I hit this if I've got a cart incoming here, because it's got a little bit of lag. But the thing I really want to show off is these guys. I have station selection switches, which I can press and go to any station I want to that's connected to my minecart system. And all of that is wired down here. Let's get all the way down. Okay. Here I have modular station selection switch. Words are hard. I have a modular station selection system. Here you can see each of these is wired independently to each switch, and then on this end we have outbound power to the appropriate switches, or I guess not switches, to the cart track switching stations. I have little, cart places where the cart path diverges. This part right here is a station selection system, so I know that a station has been selected correctly, which was originally for debugging. Here I have test switches for when I was debugging as well, so I didn't have to run up and down the stairs. This is another part of my station indication light for debugging. Let's go over... Oh, I was wondering why I couldn't go through there. It's kind of a block above that. Okay, I also have some wire running from the other side here. So some of these wires from my beach station that I'm about to show you kind of run underneath this system and then attach to the front of the system, as each of these takes input on the front and sends input out the back, or sends output out the back. Input must be received here for station selection to work properly. Currently it looks like we have the Greenland selected, but we don't want to go to Greenland. We want to go to the beach. So let's go over to our system. Let's climb up a bit. And let's go to the beach. I'll hit the beach, that light will go off, it'll come back on, showing that we have selected a station, and we'll get in our cart. Now, we'll get launched down automatically, which is thanks to a couple people who've come up with that idea. Here we'll make a left turn and go to our beach station, which is absolutely wonderful looking. It's all sandy and glassed in. It's nice and pretty. So we'll get out of there, station, take the cart away, and send it up into our hopper system. Wonderful. Now, this station's a little different than the other ones that I've seen out there, mainly because I have one perpetual motion cart that controls both my cart launching and my cart deployment. So, getting the cart out of the hopper, this cart simply goes across, goes through the booster system, comes up, hits the cart, comes back, and goes through the booster and back into its system. If I'm standing on the tracks on that stone switch with the wooden switch also activated, instead it will turn here. Here I have a track which will turn me back up and launch me into here. Also here you can see I have multiple switches to get to different stations as well. Each of these is fully working. I can go to any station I want just by the push of a button, which is wonderful, let me tell you. Especially when you have a larger level. The only thing I can see having a failure here, if I don't have a central station, is that as you get larger and larger maps, redstone will only go 300 blocks. So you have to have a station between two 300 block stations if you want to do that. So you might end up with two independent minecart systems if you want to do that. Here I will probably go to my dungeon, as that's the other station which is currently set up like this and wired in. We'll launch out of here. Right here, all my wires are currently running under the water here, going through there, and they run pretty much under the track where I am right now back to Central Station. I've also shared that path with the wires from this dungeon station that we're at here. You can see I have multiple switches here, which also run back, and if we tunnel right here, we can see those wires. They sort of run back down here, under here, and sort of run all the way through here. And they join up with the original wiring over here. This is beach coming from this direction, and this is dungeon coming from here. As you can see, I've kind of got a label or two here. Signs are your best friend when doing complex wiring here. You will very much enjoy knowing which wires do what without having to complain. Let's go back. I'm getting caught here. Okay, let's go back to our station, and I'll show you sort of more station stuff. And I really hope those guys are not inside my system. It's really a pain. So yeah, if you're gonna build a minecart station like this, enclose it. You'll be so much happier not having animals in your system all the time. So I have, a full ceiling and everything. This is my first station I ever built, so it's ginormous. My other ones are much more efficient. I'm falling in a hole. Yeah, under here is all my lots of wiring from my original station, which is for the most part totally unnecessary. But as I said, it's sort of my first station, so that's why I have so much space here and such a giant hopper and all sorts of things. Okay, well, and I'm falling back in again, aren't I? Let's get back up. Let's get back over to here. Well, if you've got any questions about how all this works, I probably can answer some questions in a video. I don't know if I can really make a tutorial video. It's quite complex to do something like this, and it's going to vary for every person who wants to do this. I'll try to do something. If I can answer specific questions, I'll try to do that. Otherwise, this station system is far too complex to just have a single tutorial video. There are videos just to teach you how to make the basic stations, although these have been around for much longer than that. That's why I've been experimenting with all this stuff.